just put that right there for now. This is headliner material, which I will be doing on the truck shortly. Today I have a lot of running around to do. I need to get some filters and some oil. Need to get this thing ready for the summer. Gonna try to get a new tire for it today. Need to get filter and oil, get the oil changed in it, get everything all greased up, ready to go. As the yard is turning green, and I will be mowing yard before you know it. Have some dead grass out this direction. I sprayed that last fall for dandelions, and it also killed a lot of other weeds, and apparently there were a lot of weeds out there. So I do need to get some grass seed and get this all seeded. There's also a bunch of other bare spots throughout the yard that need touched up, but that is for another day. Right now I need to head up to the parts store. I have to go one direction about 15 miles for a couple of filters, one for the mower and one for that car. And then I need to go about 30 miles the other direction so I can get oil. Oil at the parts store is just a lot more expensive than, say, Walmart. Right, Mox? And there she goes. I don't even think she knows what she's chasing half the time. I gotta go. Looks like I could use a little fuel. Forgot to look on that tire and see what size it is. If I'm going to get a new one, that might help. And of course, she's gonna run right out in front of me. Get out, puppy. Off to the parts store. Not a bad day in Iowa today. It's about 50 degrees, very light wind. Feels a little damp out, but I think the sun's supposed to come out later today and for the next couple days. It's supposed to get close to 70 here coming up, so hopefully it'll stay that way. Pull in here and see if we can get us a tire. Well, there were a few people in there getting parts, so I'm gonna stop back here on my way back through. I'm gonna take a look at some exhaust tips while I'm in here, but get some filters. Well, I got my oil filters, however they didn't have any exhaust tips. Not for the size of pipe that I need anyway. So I still need to get those ordered, I guess. Go see if I can find a tire now. They have the tire, but it's down at the store in Des Moines, so I'm kind of headed that way anyway. So I guess I'll go pick that up. 75 bucks for that little tire. Anyway, on to Walmart, then get a tire. Might swing by, there's a big hole. Might swing by the P.O. box, see if there's anything there, and then back to the shop. So we'll pull in here and get some oil. Good old Wally World. I finally got that tire picked up. Now off to the P.O. box. Nothing in the P.O. box, but while I'm in the neighborhood. Nothing at the P.O. box, a wonderful lunch, and now let's get back to the shop. I got something else that just showed up today. Look at that. The Fox Shop t-shirt. These will be available. I'll put a link in the description below. I have this style. This is the back. That's the front. I have these available in t-shirts, a bunch of different colors, also in hoodies, and then I've got a couple other styles which I don't have any at the moment, but the link will be in the description below if you are interested in wearing a stylish Fox Shop t-shirt or hoodie. These actually turned out really nice. I'm rather impressed. If you watched my last video, I had a hoodie on. It was from a different company and I wasn't real impressed with it. These turned out really nice. Tire actually held air. I was kind of surprised. Thing needs a bath, that's for sure. Covered with dirt and bird crap. I need to change oil in that. Got to put some fuel in my heater. And like usual, managed to spill a bit. I'm gonna let the heater run down here a little cool down here. And then I'm gonna get started changing the oil, greasing, changing the tire, spring maintenance. So I was able to mark a few things off. Stereo is pretty much done. The headliner material, I received that. Oil, change oil, mower. Let's see, I marked off, I bought the oil, filters, front tire for mower. Still need to do the headliner install. I believe the headliner install video may be coming towards the end of this week. I know I'm gonna need these. Maybe not that one. Hey, a dead spider. Need a couple ice cream buckets. They come in handy when doing oil in the mower. And I know I had a piece of heater hose that I used last year. I don't know what I did with it. Probably gonna have to cut a new piece. These mowers don't have your typical drain plug. I'll show you that here in a minute. And you need a piece of hose to drain the oil out of. I'll show you here in a minute. So first things first here, let's get the hood open. And if I can remember how to do this. So in this mower, where you drain the oil out of is right down there where if you can see. You can see where my flashlight is, it's pointing right at, that's where the oil comes out of, right there. And on the front side of that, out here, there's a 10mm screw, I guess you would call it. You unscrew that, and then the oil starts draining out of here. So you put a hose over this down into your bucket, and it makes it a whole lot cleaner. The oil filter is right there. Unscrew that, let the oil drain into another bucket, put the new filter on, tighten the drain screw back up, remove the hose, and fill it with oil. I believe it takes like 2 quarts of oil if I remember right. It doesn't drain out real fast, but it does drain out. So that's where the oil filter goes. You can see they have a little catch cup type of thing with a hole in it that the oil drains into and then drops straight down. So if you do all this right, you don't make too much of a mess. The air filter really isn't too bad. This outside foam piece comes off, and then the filter elements underneath. Doesn't look too bad. I think it's good to go. I'm gonna go blow this out with some compressed air. So I blew this all out. I also blew the filter element itself out, and I'm gonna put it back on. It's still just barely dribbling out of the engine, so I'm going to let that finish running out completely, and then I'll tighten that back up, put oil in it, oil change done. Okay, so I got that all tightened up underneath there. Get this out of here. Take it outside before I kick it and dump it everywhere. Oh yeah, my drain pan's under the truck. Yeah, I'll just put that right there for now. Don't drink that. Didn't spill a drop of oil, except maybe when I put that hose on the ground. Little bit. Right there. This over here looks like a good place for it. So the filter's on, drain plug is tight. Time to fill it with oil. So I put 2 quarts out of that jug in there. You can't hardly see the oil, but it's right up to the top of the full mark. So that's all there is to changing the oil in that thing. Now to grease it. There's a lot of grease zerks. There's one above each blade, which there's 3. There's one there, one in the middle, one on the other side. And there's a couple down here that I know of. I know there's some around. I know there's a couple back here in the back. There's one on each one of these wheels. And a few more scattered around. I'm gonna go ahead and grease those. Time to get that tire changed. Alright, tire off the wheel, new tire going on the wheel. And I did get, wherever I put it, new valve stem for the sucker too. Now I'm not going to lie to you, that tire fought me a little bit getting it back on. And seating the bead did not want to set. I wrapped a strap around the tire and I finally got it to take air that way. Main thing is, tire's back on the wheel, wheel's going back on the mower. Done. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. Don't forget about the license plate wall. And if you have a license plate or anything else for that matter that you would like to send to the Fox Shop, the address is in the description below. I'm gonna get this out of here. Don't forget about the t-shirts, sweatshirt, hoodies, a couple different styles. I'll link it down below. You can go check them out. Buy one if you like. If not, don't. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.